Hello, everybody. Give me some feedback here really quick because we are officially live. So I just want to make sure that we kind of have everything kind of up and rolling here. So if you guys can hear me okay, let me know. Give me a shout out. I'm watching the chat bar. I do have Curtis here also to help me out with this. So because again, this is we're virgins doing this, so we're gonna give it a shot. All right. So if you guys can hear me, like I said, give me a shout out. Let me know if I need to adjust anything. I think you guys can see me and hear me okay. At least I'm hoping so. Somebody says all good. Thanks, June. Okay. So let me talk a little bit while everybody's kind of jumping on here, and then we'll start getting into the details. So first and foremost, I have Curtis here because if you notice in the chat bar, what he's going to be able to do is after I show you a couple crystals, he's going to send you a link to be able to go to the Awakening store page, the website, and then you can purchase things there. At the very bottom, when you're ready to check out, there's going to be a little thing that says, apply code. But the coupon code for this one is it's Crystal Sale, and it's one word. That's also going to give you an additional 15% off and free shipping. Okay, so doesn't matter how big some of these things are, we will ship them to you for free, so it's not a problem. Like I said, Crystal Sale. And I'll say that a couple times here throughout. If you guys have any questions on any of the crystals that we're going to be doing, feel free to ask the question because, again, I have Curtis here. He's kind of the crystal keeper here at Awakening, so he can help answer a lot of those questions. And if he can't, we'll figure it out. So, but like I said, I'm going to be going through a whole slug of crystals today, and I'm so excited because this is going to be fun. So again, if you guys have questions along the way, let me know. I kind of want to give a shout out to everybody here just a little bit. So, but yeah, outside of that, I'm trying to think. That's pretty much about it. Crystal Sale, 15% off. That's going to get you free shipping on everything. And that is for today only. Okay, this isn't going to be offered tomorrow. This isn't going to be offered any other time. I will be doing more of these crystal sales here at Awakenings, just to kind of get people familiar with not only what they do, how you can use them, and everything else, but just to be able to give you guys some deals here once in a while, especially for watching the live webinars. And it's just my way of kind of giving back with that whole free shipping and 15% off. So I think we're pretty well ready to go. I think if you guys can hear me A-okay, we're good. So I got a brand new mic set and a new camera and everything else. So with Mercury retrograde, we were hoping everything was going to be working really well, and it is. So that's awesome. So I think I'm going to start. We're going to start with shungite. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard about shungite. I'm going to show you my shungite pyramid. So here's my shungite pyramid, and here is a piece of raw shungite. I'm going to try to get this all up here so you guys can see it. This is a piece of raw shungite. That's what it looks like. It's pretty silvery, fairly light. I kind of like the way it feels. It's really nice. Now, the reason why I wanted to feature shungite is I like to give a little bit of history on some of these crystals because I just think it's really cool. This is mostly found in Russia. This is the best place that you can find it is in Russia. Now, what I find ironic is that Peter the Great, when he discovered this stuff, he discovered it by having like a natural spring, but all the water is filtrated through shungite. Now, shungite, if you don't know anything about it, is extremely detoxifying, very, very detoxifying. This is one of the few crystals you can put in water that will help to kind of break it down and make it clean for you to drink. So if you know of anybody that has some sort of like even cancer or something that they need to detox from, especially alcoholism or drug addicts, things like that. But this is an awesome crystal to be able to detox from. So all you're simply going to do is just put it in some water and then drink out of it. So this is one of the few that you can actually do that with. But yeah, a lot of times, especially in Russia, they have some of the best water. And the reason why is it's because naturally it has to flow through shungite in order for them to then come to the surface and then be able to drink it. So, so I always like to let people know a little bit about the history on these fun little things. But it really, I don't know if you guys are familiar here in Omaha. I know outside of Omaha, you may not be familiar with this, but here in Omaha, we've been, I guess, one of the 5G places where they're starting to do that now. Why I love shungite is one of the only crystals outside of black tourmaline as well, but shungite protects you from EMF. So what EMF is, it's electromagnetic fields. So when you are sitting at a computer all day, you are getting bombarded with positive ions, and you need to detox from that. So the best way to protect yourself is put a piece of shungite, and we even have, I've got some different palm stones and stuff like that. But the best way is to literally put a piece in between you and the electronics. So especially some people that are more EMF sensitive, I have the tendency to blow up lights wherever I go, and computers and things like that, anything with electricity. So I have the tendency to wear my shungite with me quite a bit because it helps me to ground down. So it also protects me from that EMF, which is pretty important. So, but that's what this one is. It's an EMF blocker. So this one's awesome. I highly suggest that if you have a lot of EMF, or if you have your cell phone right next to you when you go to bed, you want to put a piece of shungite between the cell phone and your head when you go to bed at night. And so that's why I love these pyramids. These pyramids are perfect for putting right in front of the Wi-Fi in your home. It won't block the Wi-Fi, but it'll block the positive ions that it's pushing out into your room, especially in the bedroom. I highly suggest shungite in the bedroom when it comes to all the electronics and the cell phones and all that other stuff. It's also not too shabby of an idea to take some raw shungite and put them on the outside of your house, all the four corners. It will then protect your entire home. So shungite is awesome for that. The other thing too is that it's an extremely grounding stone, so it's really good for people with headaches and migraines. Anybody with feet, knee, like sciatica issues, this is another wonderful stone for those type of people. And it really helps to de-stress you. It kind of gets you, it pulls your concentration out of your head, so you're not going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just going 100 miles an hour. It just gets you to slow down to go, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So it really slows your brain down a little bit. So like I said, these are wonderful, and that's why like shungite is really kind of like the miracle stone, so to speak, because it does so many things. So if you don't have a piece of shungite, I highly suggest that you have one, because it does so many different things. And this is one that should probably be in your arsenal. Other ones, not so much, that we're going to be showing on the show. You don't have to have, because they're a little bit more unique. But shungite is one of those that you just kind of want. So I do have the bracelet here too. I don't have very many bracelets. I think I only have like 9. No, I don't. I only have what? How many bracelets? I only have 6 of the bracelets. So I only have 6 of these available. Those are the shungite bracelets. The pyramids, these pyramids in particular, I only have 4. So I don't have very many of these. These are $39.99. But again, you get 15% off by using Crystal Sale for that coupon code, and free shipping. So these are really, really pointy too. But like I said, again, fabulous for the bedroom, especially to protect you from EMF so you can go to sleep. If you've got a huge big screen TV, not a bad idea to get a little piece of shungite. And then these are pillows. So these are $14.44. So that's what this one is right here. Little fat pillows is what we call those. And then if you know of anybody who has maybe cancer, or somebody that needs help detoxifying, this is one. Hearts are always awesome gifts to give somebody. Hearts and angels are like, that's the best way to gift a crystal to somebody, is in the shape of a heart. So we do have some of the heart ones. And again, I think I only have 9 of these. So it's pretty limited. The raw ones, I have tons. I have tons of these. But yeah, this is shungite, and this was one that, like I said, I really wanted to talk about because of all the metaphysical properties that it has and what it can also do for you. So like I said, usually you don't have to necessarily have these on you. It's better to have strategically placed where you have Wi-Fi or a lot of electronics and things like that. So again, I got that shungite bracelet too. So I think that's a pretty good one that I wanted to talk about. I do want to talk a little bit about pyramids that I don't think people understand. So pyramids, the energy kind of comes in here and it goes out there. So whereas generators, it does the opposite. So pyramids has a tendency to bring the energy in this way and push it out into the home. So it's awesome for, like I said, within the home. So generators are better for putting on like a crystal grid or something like that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So, but any questions about shungite? Are we good on shungite? Do we have any questions on that one? And Curtis has been really good about, like I said, if you guys notice in the chat bar, you'll see where you can just click on the link and it will take you right to the website. So you should still be able to hear me too, but at the same time, it should be able to take you to that link where you'll be able to check out. So Curtis was asking me a question. How much is that rock? Oh, the raw one, the untumbled or the raw one. This one is $7.77. The heart is $19.99. That's this one. And then the pillow is this one here. And then we also have the worry stones too, but this is the pillow and that one's $14.44. And the worry stone, and why they call them worry stones is they're pretty flat and they're really good for the pocket. So that's what this one is here. And that one's $11.11. So good questions. The bracelet, since I only have 6, which by the way, they are really difficult to find. But we only have 6 of these and that's $22.22. So, and if you don't know anything about awakenings here at the store, we like to do replicating numbers. Most enlightened people see those replicating numbers such as 1111, 222, 333, 444. So I always like to, we here at Awakenings always like to do those replicating numbers just as a little ha-ha for people that are enlightened. So I think we're pretty good with that. Do we have any more questions? I think we're good. All righty. Fabuloso. Okay, so I think I'm going to go to my next one. Are we good to go to the next one? We got the double thumbs up. We're good. I have to take all my goodies. Okay, my next one. Ooh, I love this one. This one's so fun. So obviously, if you don't know me, I'm kind of a glitter person, right? So this is why I just love this. This is called Spirit Quartz, but in particular, it's Amethyst Spirit Quartz. I'm going to show you this one right here. So that's what this one is right here. And I love this. So you'll notice how the points here also have little mini points here. So it's not only amplifying with the point, but it's also amplifying off these other little points. So it's almost like quadruple the amount of energy that it's putting out. So this one in particular it's fabulous. So this is Amethyst Spirit Quartz. That's what it's called. You'll notice inside here some of the more red pieces. The more red pieces that you see in here is going to be the red hematite inclusion with that. So some pieces are a little bit more brighter than others. I'll show you this one here in a bit. These smaller pieces. But it's also known as cactus quartz, porcupine quartz. Most of these started coming out of a mountain in South Africa, just as recent as 2001. So these are fairly new on the market because they were just discovered here not too long ago. This one is, like I said, amethyst, but it does come as smoky quartz, citrine. We've kind of seen it all colors, and the green ones too. But usually we like the purple ones just because they seem to sell best in our store, honestly, but they're the prettiest. Let's see here. But yeah, all these little tiny points actually give you more power, so to speak. It just amplifies that energy just more. That's all it does. I wrote my notes down. So what's great about these and what this one does for you, so it really opens up the crown chakra, which is the chakra that connects you and God source energy here. So when it opens this one up, especially while you're meditating, it's really easy for you to be able to not only communicate with your spirit guides, but also angelic realm. What's so cool about this one is it acts a lot like our black tourmaline does, where it can dispel negative energy either within yourself or around you. So that's why we really like these in particular. And like I said, these are just fabulous. A lot of people here lately have noticed that spirit quartz especially is really good for people that are getting ready to cross over because it helps the transition to go smoother. So I know a lot of my nurses in with like hospice care, things like that, they usually gift these or stick them underneath someone's pillow to help them transition over easier. And then if you meditate with these, with the particular question of what is my life purpose? What is my life path? What am I supposed to do? This crystal in particular will be able to help you find some answers. So, but like I said, you'll see this one right here. This is the large size that we have right here. And the large size that we sell is, I got to get this one out, is $19.99. And then this one, which is smaller, is $11.11. So they're fairly reasonably priced. Again, you get 15% off by using the code Crystal Sale. But you'll notice right here, especially that little reddish right there, that's that red hematite inclusion that I was talking about earlier. So this one is a double twin. This one is really good for trying to manifest a lover or a partner or anything like this. So we call these double. You'll see how they're double points or two terminated points like that. They're also called twins. So it's an easy way to be able to find your other half, so to speak, or manifest your other half. So this one in particular is for that one. You'll notice that some of these have them as well. I got like a mini one over here too. So this is our large size. This one's $19.99. It was 15% off. And then this one is $11.11. I have two different sizes with these, and they're fairly weighty. I was really surprised at how heavy these were. I know that when Eric and I go to gem and mineral shows, a lot of times it's difficult for us to really find some good crystals as far as the unique ones are concerned. And the minute we saw the spirit quartz, we scooped them all up. They were great. So, but again, these are fairly new on the market since 2001. Trying to think. It also helps with negative entity attachments. I know a lot of times we don't ever have to worry about that. But if you feel like maybe your friend might have a negative entity attachment, this would be another one that will help to release that attachment on some way, shape, or form. So, but yeah, so that one in particular is my spirit quartz. This one is, by the way, on sale. It's normally $333.33. We do have it marked down for $299.99. And again, using that crystal sale code, you'll get 15% off and free shipping. And this sucker is heavy. So, but it's beautiful. I mean, it really sparkles. So it's a really nice crystal to be able to just kind of put out, especially in the bedroom and then a living room, to kind of keep things calm here a little bit. So, all right. I think that's good. Do we have any questions at all when it comes to that one? Because like I said, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, it'll take off the shipping after you pay. We're going to go double check that. So that way, yeah, Curtis is going to go make sure. Eric's in the other room. So we're all making sure that we're doing this. So we'll just make sure that that's the case. But either way, if it's not, we'll make it right, of course. So, but yeah, that is spirit quartz, amethyst spirit quartz in particular. Like I said, it also comes with Smoky and Citrine as well. But that one, like I said, that's our large one. So, all righty. Hi, Shay. I like to say hi to my peeps. Hello, everybody. Somebody was asking, does the crystal code work for everything in the store today? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So if you see something else online that you want, you might as well stick it in the cart because, again, you get that 15% off today. So absolutely, yes. I will mention that we are having some really good specials or sales. So Black Friday sale, we're going to have 30% off all of our jewelry. We're going to have kind of another sale coming up for Black Friday and then for Cyber Monday as well. So stay tuned for all of those as well. So, because 'tis the season for us giving discounts on stuff, right? Okay. Any more questions when it comes to... Yeah, somebody's asking about Emily's question. Yeah, yeah. The crystal code works until about... it's most of the day today, and then starting tomorrow, I think at midnight tonight, it shuts off. So like I said, if you guys are looking at getting something, you might want to get it today. So my next one... going to be la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Okay, my next one's going to be selenite. Now, most selenite can be found just about anywhere in the world. It really can. It's mined just about anywhere. The best selenite always comes out from Mexico. So selenite is the same thing as you'll see in the market or the trades as satin spar. It's also gypsum. So you'll hear 3 different versions of it all the time, but selenite mostly goes with that satin spar. It's actually because they got named after the moon, the goddess of moon, which is Selene. So that's where selenite comes from. And yeah, I think that's pretty much for that one. I love selenite. I use it a lot. This one is one in particular. If you meditate, this has so many uses. I don't even know where to start. If you meditate with it, it does help you to really connect to your angels, and it opens up the higher chakras that you may have. Now, we talked about the crown chakra earlier, but you actually have etherical chakras above that. So selenite helps to kind of open up those etherical chakras as well. And selenite is, everybody should have a piece of selenite in your arsenal. That's kind of a top 10 crystal that I highly suggest. And that's why I'm talking about selenite, because there's so many different uses for it. You'll see that I have a piece of raw selenite right here, and it's $222 in our store. But what this one is good for is a couple things, okay? So a lot of times you'll hear people talking about, oh, you need to cut the cord and cord cutting and all that is. Whenever you meet somebody, you form an etherical bond or a cord to that person. So a lot of times, if we break up with that person, we can't seem to get them out of our head. That's because the cord is still attached. In order to detach the cord, we use a piece of selenite. So even from your coworkers, you want to detach from everybody once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. That includes your children too, okay? Just to be able to stand there between you and God, that's really what you want to do, okay? So this one in particular, you'll see it's a rectangle shape. This is one of our smaller pieces. We have larger ones as well, but this is called a Selenite Wand as well. All you need to do is take it, you know, here in front of you like this, and back behind you as well, because cords can form behind you too. So you'll be able to cut the cords with a piece of selenite. And then also you want to go around you because it will fill in any holes that you may have around your chakras or around your auric field. So if you're ever around somebody that's really negative, even for a short amount of time, they end up like putting a bit of a hole in that auric field. And this helps to kind of fluff it back out. So selenite is perfect for cutting cords and fluffing out that auric field and making it stronger. So negative people don't have the tendency to kind of latch on and get at you. So this is really good for empaths. Did we have a question? We had a question. What does selenite come, other colors, or are they dyed? No, selenite always comes white. Yep, it's always white. Sometimes it does come orange. I guess we do sell it in orange. Sometimes it does come more yellow too. But if you ever see it in blue or purple, that's dyed. But it does come kind of a deeper orange colored, kind of like what our salt lamps look like. So it does come in that color too. We do have some orange ones. I think we got some pillows. But yeah, this is the wand I was talking about, $2.22, really, really cheap. What I love about the selenite, especially this one, and some other ones, and we have some plates too. Selenite charges all other crystals. So if you forget to put that crystal out in the full moon, selenite will help you to kind of keep it charged and cleansed until the next full moon. So full moon is when we charge our crystals. New moon is when we sage. So that's, like I said, that's the easiest way to cleanse and charge your crystals is the full moon. So, and then when you get them home, you'll want to sage them just so that way your energy is attached to them only. And I always tell parents, if you've got kids, try to hang on to them. Try not to let your kids touch them, but usually they're going to steal them anyway. So, at any point in time, if you have a crystal that breaks or you lose it, that means to tell me that you don't need it anymore. So the only exception to that is hematite, especially hematite rings. So if you break a hematite ring, you want to come back in and get another one of those because hematite helps to dispel anger. So many times we'll break those when we're really pissed off. You'll end up breaking a hematite ring, and that was to dispel that anger. So that's the job of that. So, okay, this one also, when you're holding it, it's hard to lie when you have a piece of selenite. So if you know that somebody fibs a lot, have them hold a piece of selenite or get a piece of selenite around them, because it bothers them with their own integrity. So it works really good for narcissists. But it really makes them speak truth and with honesty and integrity, which everybody needs that more often. I'm trying to think of what else. This one also, if you're holding this when you're meditating, it really helps you to see the big picture of everything. So a lot of us have the tendency to kind of get stuck right here, and selenite kind of pulls your head out a little bit and has you look at the big picture instead. So this one also, especially the generator, and I'll talk about this generator right here. This generator is awesome for people with insomnia. So anybody that has insomnia, I'm going to tell you, you want to get a piece of selenite, because this one in particular helps to kind of really push this energy out a little bit more. We have plates and stuff too, but really any selenite's fine. But putting this by your bed is really going to help with the insomnia. We also have lamps as well. That I would highly suggest you put those in your bedroom, again, because it helps with the insomnia issue. Salt lamps are better out where we're kind of busy out and about, but the selenite lamps are perfect for the bedroom. So, and it doesn't matter if it's got 2 points to it, 1 point to it, a tower, or whatever, it really doesn't matter. But this one is a generator, and this has six sides to it. And then there's a point. This has a piece of plastic on it, so we don't get it chipped, or because it is a softer type of stone. So we always try to kind of keep that plastic on so that way it doesn't chip. But this one in particular, just setting this in and having your crystals all the way around it, perfect. I know that I also use this to put my ring on and my bracelets too. So I usually put my bracelets right on it. So the other one I have, so I'm gonna take the plastic off. It's like, it's bugging me. I know, it looks so much better without the plastic. Yeah, you'll see. So you'll see how it's got that nice satiny sheen to it. So, and how pretty. So it's got that nice satiny sheen to it. He took the plastic off for me. So, but yeah, this is also known as satin spar. So you can kind of see where they get that satiny color from. But yep. So this one, yeah, really. It really helps with brain disorders. So like what I mean by that is like epilepsy or seizure problems. This one really helps. And this one is perfect because I got the bracelets, which the bracelets are difficult to find. So I finally got my hands on some bracelets. I bought them out when I was there at the Tucson show. But this is a bracelet. So anybody with epileptic issues, seizures, or things like that, this is the perfect bracelet for them. When that selenite, again, and then I got this one and that one. So I'm just trying to think. I think kind of covered it all. Like I said, selenite is like the universal go-to for just about everything. Really is. Any questions on our selenite? Are we good? Do crystals have to touch the selenite? Nope, not at all. As long as they're in the area or the vicinity of it, they'll charge. So they really will. And there's certain crystals that you don't have to worry about charging or cleansing. Black tourmaline is one of those. Selenite is another one of those. And you want to be careful with selenite. And remember how I said it was a softer type of stone? It is salt-based. So if you get it wet, it's going to shrink on you. So I've accidentally washed, I don't know, probably 10 pieces by now. So it will shrink. So you want to make sure not to get this one in particular wet. So especially when I'm charging my crystals, I have to make sure that I'll put it by my windowsill and not stick it outside on my cake pan. That's how I charge my crystals. I literally put everything on a cake pan, throw it outside overnight, then I bring them back in the next day. So pretty simple, easy stuff. So, okay, do I have any other questions? Nope, I think we're good. Are we good? Can we go to the next one? Ooh, yeah. Okay, next one is Yoona Kite. And Yoona Kite is found in the USA. Honestly, it's only really found in North Carolina. That's where it's mined from, is North Carolina. Now, this has red jasper, green epidote, and I can't ever pronounce this one, orthoclase. Is that how you say it? Pink orthoclase. So that's what Yoona Kite is. So it's actually two different crystals in one. And you'll notice the pink and green. I'll show you this one. This one's the best one right here. So you'll see it. It's pink and green. It's really kind of a happy little stone. You'll see it on this side. So this one really helps with emotional stability. So really helps with people that are confused, depressed, anxiety ridden. It really helps with depression. And the reason why is because it keeps you more in the here and now. So this crystal doesn't get you worried about future stuff. Depression is because your head is stuck in the past. Anxiety is because your head is stuck in the future. This helps to kind of slow the brain down and kind of give you an emotional balance check to keep you in that here and now. And again, that's what this is called Yoona Kite. It starts with a U. And like I said, it's just a really pretty stone. This one is all about the heart chakra. So if you have lung issues, heart issues, blood pressure issues, this is a wonderful crystal for you. We sell the heck out of these angels. I'm going to see how many I got. I only have 4 angels. So these angels right here are awesome gifts for people that have like lung cancer or issues with the lung, like bronchial infections, anything like that. So, and you can see it's a whole piece. I mean, it's not like it's put together. So it's a whole piece. I have 4 of those angels. They're $29.99 are the angels. And you can see they just kind of sit up. Because I know in a lot of like ICU units, you're not able to bring in flowers and things like that. So crystals are awesome for bringing somebody something when they're in an ICU situation. So like I said, this is the angel, $29.99. And then here's a heart, another great gift. This is one that they could put under the pillow. And same with this pillow. You can put under the pillow. So, but the heart is a great gift as well. So the heart I have here, and the hearts I think are $19.99. And the pillows are $14.44. And again, we get 15% off free shipping using code CRYSTALSALE. So we want to use that code. So, but this one is a good like anxiety stone or stressor. So if you know people that are just always stressed and they can't get their brain to shut down a little bit, Yoona Kite again helps to kind of get you in that more here and now place. This one does help a little bit, not quite as well as selenite, but it does help with some insomnia issues too. But you think that heart chakra, boy, it's all about, you know, the chest, the heart, the lungs, anything related to that. This one's going to help with. So we love our Yoona Kite. So, and it's fairly accessible. We can get these pretty easy. So it's not like it's hard to find, but like I said, right now, it's named after the Unica Mountains in North Carolina. That's where it's mined. So that's where it gets its name from, which I thought was interesting. So do we have any questions? Like I said, he's been sending the links, and that way you guys can just, all you got to do is just click on stuff and purchase if you are interested. So I think we're good with that one. Yay! Did that. And if you guys have any questions on crystals, go ahead and, like I said, just let us know, because we're here to help you answer questions. Ooh, I've got a magical one next. Do you want to hand me those? Yep. Yep. We have so many crystals. Ah! Talk about that and this and that and this. Oh, and that one too. Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right. So my next one that I'm going to talk about is black tourmaline. And this one should be in everybody's arsenal as well. This is not only extremely grounding, but it really helps to buffer you out from negativity. Okay. Black tourmaline can be found just about anywhere. It's mined just about anywhere, honestly. Man, I don't even know where to start. Ooh, this is so fun. What's awesome about black tourmaline is it almost like scrubs out your chakra system. So it's kind of like if you have a blockage, it really kind of brings those issues kind of to the surface. but it doesn't do it in a way that's going to smack you in the face. It has a way of bringing it up, going, okay, self, what the hell's my problem? How do I fix it? So black tourmaline helps you to bring up some issues that you may kind of be pushing down in there, brings it up peacefully, not hard and rigid like some things will. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is one that if you work with negative coworkers and all you want to do is get your freaking shit done and you can't do it because everybody keeps bothering you and everybody's just vomiting all their problems on you, especially empaths at work, I would highly suggest a piece of black tourmaline on your desk. And we have these cute little pins, and there's two sizes here. I got a large size for teachers. That's what we have, this one. This one's great for teachers, this big old one, because what it does is that if kids are a little unruly, this helps to keep them calm, grounded, balanced, and centered so they can focus and not be in la-la land. So if you're a teacher, you don't want purple crystals. You don't want purple blue crystals in your classroom. You want black or red. This one in particular is why we got these big ones for teachers. They're $29.99. They're the large ones. And again, 15% off, free shipping with that coupon code. And then this is our smaller one for $19.99. So these are called pins is what they're, so they're on little pins like that. But man, do they do the trick. So all you do is just put a piece of one of these on your desk. You'll be surprised at how different people start chatting with you. They don't take up your time. They'll come in, say what they need to say, and then leave. They're not going to linger and talk to you and just tell you all their damn problems anymore. So, and this one is excellent for people that have anxiety. So again, it just kind of keeps you, instead of having your brain go 100 miles an hour this way, it's almost like you forget what you were thinking about, and then you kind of come back to center. So that's what's great about black tourmaline. Now, ladies, if you got a husband who has issues with anger, who has issues with the quick temper, no patience, we have these right here, and they're silver on the outside, but they're black tourmaline on the inside. So these are studded with black tourmaline. So these are men's bracelets. I mean, I have little wrists, but these things are huge. So these are, I always forget how much these are. Are these $9.99? Yeah. So these are $9.99, and they're perfect for guys who have tempers, no patience, who have the tendency to get irritable, crabby, cranky. And I mean, we all get that way, let's be real. So, but these are great for guys. These are men's bracelets in particular. Of course, they're great for women too. If you have some bigger wrists, these would fit you great. And then for the smaller, I do have a little bit smaller one. This is black tourmaline. Now, black tourmaline, the bracelets come in all different sizes. So I've got, this one's the 8mm. I think I have 12mm and 4mm. So I have 3 different sizes here. This is the middle-sized one. And this one is $14.44. So you can tell there. And like I said, and these always come with that stretchy cord, and they're pretty durable. Now, if this one breaks on you, this is the one crystal I'm going to tell you, if it breaks, leave it where it lies. It did its job. So whenever I have my ghost tour, everybody on my bus will get a piece of black tourmaline. The reason why is because it dispels negative entities or negative energy. So if this sucker drops and it breaks and the beads go out all over, there's a damn good reason that it did it. You'll leave them where they lie, unless it's going to hurt somebody. Obviously, they're going to pick it up. But you just want to leave black tourmaline where it lies. Now, it's a softer type of stone, so it does have the tendency to kind of like crumble in the pocket a little bit. So it's harder to tumble black tourmaline. So that's why it's a little bit more pricey tumble, because it has a tendency to kind of break apart in the tumbler. So the same with selenite. Selenite will do that too. That's why it's hard to find them nice tumbled stones. And if we do find them, that have the tendency to be a little bit more expensive because of that tumbling process. So, so there's that. And then what's awesome about the next one, are we good? We're all still caught up? Will 2 large black tourmaline pins work twice as well? No, not really. That's one of those where it depends on the size of the room. If you have a large room, then I would get the larger pin. If you have a smaller room, get the smaller pin. If you have a small classroom, small office, get the smaller pin. It's really more based on the size of the room than it is anything else. So speaking of rooms, okay, the next ones, I have 2 different sizes. I've got the small, which is this one, and large, this one. So this is actually black tourmaline in resin with copper to it. And then you'll notice it's got like a piece of clear quartz with a copper like spiraled up above it. That is to amplify that energy even more. So these are excellent. And this one's just kind of a mini one. You'll see that one there. These are excellent to put in your basement or on the 4 corners of your house to protect your house from negative entities or ghosts or anything like that. So I got the smaller ones for people with apartments. And again, these are $14.44, the smaller ones. So people with apartments, you want to get 4 of these and put them in your 4 corners. And it's going to really bring the sense of peace to your house. And then this one is $49.99. These are the bigger ones. I have 4 of these in my basement because I have 3 children, 3 teenagers, negative. So I have 4 of these in my basement to help dispel that stuff too. So it's excellent. Ever since I put these in my house, it has been a quiet house. And what I mean by that is I'm naturally intuitive. So are some of the kids. And what happens is that we're like bright little beacons in the middle of the night. So any Tom, Dick, and Harry who hasn't crossed over into the light and who's a ghost loves to come to talk to people like us. And we want to make sure that there's a firm boundary there because I want my house to be my sanctuary. If I want dead people to come talk to me, they can come talk to me here. So the biggest thing is that these pyramids kind of really protect your home and put it in kind of a protective bubble, so to speak, so that negative entities or ghosts can't be coming in. And even though my house isn't haunted, it's a newer home, it's not haunted. I know it's not. But remember, I'm a beacon, and anybody who has crossed over loves to come talk to the beacon. So that's a big problem. Okay, so the pyramids, like I said, they're orgonite type pyramids. They work just as well as raw. They really do. They're a little bit more expensive for the simple fact that they have to be made up. I mean, they're poured in resin. But I love the pyramids. Love pyramids. Okay, I think I talked about that one. We're good with that. I'm gonna get me a drink really quick because I can, because I'm thirsty. Are we good, Curtis? So, because I'm freezing over here, so I can't quite see. So I just want to see if there's any questions at all? We're good. Fabulous. Okay. Next one. For my black tourmaline. Okay. Here is the beauty. He is so pretty. And I say he because black tourmaline is very masculine. Here's what's different about this one is that you'll notice, and everybody always freaks out when I show them skulls. So let me explain. So here's this one right here. This is black tourmaline with Chrysocolla inclusions in it. So the blue and the aqua blue that you see is the Chrysocolla. It's also kind of in granite too. So you can kind of see, see his whole, he is a solid piece. This guy is heavy. So this guy, most tourmaline with the Chrysocolla in it is from Peru. So that's where we got this guy at. And you can see even right here, he's got some clear quartz to him, inclusions in on that. So he's got a couple different inclusions to him. But this one is excellent for meditation with, especially when you're really trying to figure out where you want to go next, because it really kind of helps you keep that logic in touch. So this one's going to be able to help you to not only figure out what that purpose is, but step 1, step 2, it like lays everything out for you. So you can stare into his eyes. That's the way to do it. A lot of times people just hold. They just hold them when they're meditating and really start getting these ideas that start flashing into their head that they're like, whoa. So that's what's so awesome about skulls, because it gives you those flashes of intuitiveness or flashes of what you need to do next. So the other thing about this one, not only this guy, but black tourmaline, is it really helps with people with Crohn's, IBS, knee and feet issues as well. So, but like I said, this guy is $39.99. I think we lowered him down to $349. Yep, $349.99 and 15% off, again, using that coupon code Crystal Sale, one word, Crystal Sale. So yeah, but he's got some clear quartz inclusions to him. He's got the Chrysocolla is just amazing. We saw this guy and we debated, but we had to get him because he's just so unique. And we don't see very many Chrysocolla inclusions in with the black tourmaline. So it just really is, it's quite striking when you look at it. So, all right. Trying to think. Now we're good?
One question regarding the skulls.
Oh, what's my question about the skull?
Any specific meaning or uses?
Yeah, skulls are awesome. There's two things that you can do is stare into it, but you want to kind of match the skull up with your third eye chakra. So you kind of want to hold it like this. I'm going to tell you, you can't hold that thing for very long. He's heavy. But you kind of put it to your third eye to third eye and stare into the eyes and get those flashes of intuition, or you can sit and hold it while you're meditating, in particular your right hand, because your right hand is the receiving one and your left hand is the one that goes out. So, and I'll explain what I mean by that here in a bit. So, but usually you want to hold it in the right hand and just kind of place it in your lap. And then again, ask the question in your head and then just blank out, and then you'll be able to get a response fairly quickly. And if you won't get it then, even when you put them down, you'll like go driving and all of a sudden you go, there's the answer. Like it'll just pop in there. It gets you in that place of allowance to be able to communicate. So, good questions. Good questions. We good? Any other questions? None? Fabulous. So I think we're good with that one. I didn't grab this one, so I need that one, orange calcite. So that'll be my next one. I gotta, yeah.
What pieces?
Hang on.
I'll see what's on the
I got the heart. Yeah, hearts in the medium chunks. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is Rainbow Fluorite, which I don't have that one either, Curtis. I missed a page. Which is okay. We're going to do Rhodonite instead. I'm skipping around, doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, so Rhodonite was found in, I believe, 1790 in the Ural Mountains of Russia. I love this because it was called the eagle stone. They would notice that eagles would take rhodonite. I'll show you a piece of rhodonite right here. Rhodonite. They would take a piece of rhodonite and put it in their nest with their baby birds. And so it was called the eagle stone there for a while. And then what they ended up doing was, since they noticed that the birds were taking it to their nests, anytime anyone had a baby, they would gift them with a piece of rhodonite. So it was just kind of an extended gift on protecting the child and protecting the mother. So it's a very protective stone, especially with women and kids. Rhodonite comes from the Greek word rhodon, meaning rose. So this one is, how do I explain this one? This one is awesome for, we consider it like a first aid stone. So when you get a shock, you're like, oh my gosh, I just found out my dad died, or oh my gosh, I just found out my, husband wants a divorce, or oh my gosh, when you have those shock moments, this will help you to kind of bring you back to reality slowly and easy. So you're not in that shock response for so long. That's what we call it, the first aid stone. It helps you to deal with really painful issues that you may be going through. It is all about the heart chakra. So it calms the heart, but you'll notice it has black in it too. And that helps to pull the energy down to your feet. So it's almost like takes the worry through the heart, down through the feet, and it expels it. It transmutes it and gets rid of it. So that's why these things are really awesome when it comes to, like I said, shock responses. These are really good for children. So kids who have a hard time sitting still, who have temper tantrums, who swear. That's part of my problem. Or anything like that. You want a good piece of rhodonite to be able to put inside like the family home or around children, because again, it helps them to calm down, think more logical, think with their heart instead of their head or their anger or their argumentation. So this one also helps with emotional and physical balance. It's a very balancing stone too. Like I said, really helps with grief, major illness, financial loss, heartache, unhappiness. It just helps to get you chill. It really helps to get you chill. So then, sorry, I was talking to Curtis. Okay, so the other one, it contains a large amount of manganese. These things have a lot of manganese in them. They're awesome for healing cuts and bruises. Now, I thought BS to this, and I thought, whatever. So the other day, I ended up hitting my leg pretty hard, and I got a bruise about the size of a baseball. And I saw somewhere where a lady got a piece, I'll show you this one right here. She got a pillow like this, and she put the pillow on her bruise and took an ace bandage and wrapped the ace bandage around the bruise. And the next day she said the bruise was gone. Okay, whatever. So I had to try it, right? So I had and it was on my leg, my lower leg. And I did this. I put this pillow on, put the ace bandage around it. I will be damned if the next day it was bruised all the way around, but right where I had this piece, it had already started turning green and it was starting to heal when everything else was purple. I was impressed. I really was. So there is huge healing abilities when it comes to, like I said, bruises, insect bites, scars, things like that. So, like I said, I was really shocked. Karen just did that not too long ago here. She had a bruise with a couple things. So she stuck a piece of rhodonite on there. And next day, you couldn't even tell that she had a bruise. It was really impressive. So this one also in particular helps to calm stomach ulcers. So if you know people that have stomach issues or stomach ulcers in particular, this one really helps to kind of get things calmed down. I'm having me some Mountain Dew today. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to get some other little goodies. My other goodies from my rhodonite goodies. Okay. So the rhodonite here, the palm stones that I was showing you, and I think I only have like a few of these. I think I only have 5 of these. This is $39.99. These are a really beautiful bubblegum pink. We want to see that bubblegum pink. This is a wonderful grade. Hard to find this grade. So a lot of times there's different grades to stones. There's AAA, AA, A, B, and C grade. D grade we don't even look at. So, but this one is the palm stone. It's $39.99. This one is the obelisks, and it's $19.99. I only have 4 of these. And this one's bright, that bubblegum pink. This one is the one that you want for kids. So this is the one you want to stick in their room, especially if, like I said, temper tantrum, anger issues, things like that. So we'll put this one in their room, and then that's what this one does. So that's the obelisk. So the other one is that if they don't want to do the obelisk and you have a girl that has temper issues, there's a rhodonite bracelet. So the bracelets are excellent. This is $9.99. I got plenty of those. The tumbled rhodonite, which I don't have with me, that's $3.33. The heart, again, awesome for gifts. The heart is the one that I would suggest that if you wanted to, if you know somebody that just had like a shock, oh my gosh, I just found out my sister-in-law died, whatever it is, the heart is an awesome gift. The heart is $19.99. Again, 15% off with all this using coupon code Crystal Sale. And then I did talk about the tumbled. So any other questions with the rhodonite? Like I said, love rhodonite. We love that. So that bubblegum pink colored helps people with especially loss after relationships too. Like somebody left you or you just got dumped or something like that. Rhodonite is a wonderful crystal for that one. It really helps to heal the heart. Again, that's our first aid stone. That's a shock response stone. So we good? Yes. Okay, next one I want to talk about is rainbow fluorite. Yes, rainbow fluorite. Okay, there it is. La la la. Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, so rainbow fluorite is, you can find it just about anywhere. Noteworthy deposits in Mexico, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Colorado, believe it or not. So I just love this stuff because it's so pretty. But it was originally called fluorospar is what it's called originally. Went to fluorite after people realized the metaphysical properties of it. But the fluorospar was used, and they're still used today for camera lenses and lenses. So they use that a lot, especially with, they help with like steel and aluminum processing. So they'll use that a lot in that. I think it's like the Latin name, I think is to flow. So, but like I said, telescopes, microphones, or microscopes, things like that. That's what they still use fluorite for. And they slice it really thin, and then it just helps with the smelting process. Okay. So the fluorite crystal name comes from its distinctive fluorescent light that features different colors when exposed to UV rays. This really, honestly, is one of the most, I think it's the prettiest crystal. It really is a pretty crystal. A lot of these, and they range with so many different colors. So here's a purple fluorite, and then this is also a green fluorite with that purple in it. So it's a lot of purple, a lot of green. So here's my little hearts. I got some little hearts. They're so cute. La, la, la. Trying to get it with my hand here. So there's my purple fluorite here. And then there's more fluorite here. So this one is awesome for athletes. So it really helps to kind of keep their balance, stamina, physical, mental coordination. It really, really helps with the athletes of the family. This is also a crystal that I would highly recommend if you know of any children or adults with ADHD, ADD, or any other learning disabilities. It really helps to provide focus, and it takes both sides of the brain and it kind of fuses them together to be able to use them logically. So it's also really good for people with like mental blocks. They're like, oh, I just don't know what that word means. I forget what that word means. Fluorite helps to kind of get you back in track. Same with the dementia, Alzheimer's. This is another crystal stone that's going to help people with that. But again, it really helps with the mental blocks and getting you balanced and centered for that coordination aspect, along with being able to know what the words mean quicker. That makes sense because I'm struggling with my words. That's funny. Most of the time it's green and purple, so it's pretty synergistic that way. And it really also cleanses the aura. This is another one. Again, the purple helps with the crown chakra, and then the green is going to help you with your heart. So it really kind of puts these together. And that's why I talk about that coordination part of things, because it synergizes the head and the heart together. So you're not going to make a decision without hurting somebody's feelings. So it kind of puts both together. So the Fluorite Hearts I have here that I showed you, the big one is $19.99. That's these two. Woohoo! So I got this one and this one. I got purple and I got green. So I got both. These are $19.99. These two little ones right here. So these are, I always forget this one, $8.88. So these are $8.88. And some come light, some come dark. They all kind of come different colors here. So the other one, again, a nice gift to give is I only have two of these because I sold one yesterday and I didn't mean to. So I have two of these, the Fluorite Angel. They're 3 inches. This is $29.99. Again, this is you can see it's all one piece, but when you really hold it to light, you can see just really those veins, that purple vein, and see how pretty it's a beautiful stone. It really is a beautiful crystal. So there's my angel, $29.99, again, using that coupon code. So that is my rainbow fluorite. So any questions about rainbow fluorite at all? Is there a stone that helps with sinus infections? Actually, sinus infections, I would do more like blue kyanite or lapis. That would really help too, because it balances this one and this one together, and that's what you need. So sinus infection, I would tell you lapis, lapis lazuli, or the blue kyanite. So that's going to be the best one for that one, which I don't think, for this sale, I don't have them, but I do have them on the website. Okay. The next one I want to show you is so cool. So cool. Someone come up here. Okay, so the next one is called Tiffany Stone. Now, what Tiffany Stone, we talked about rainbow fluorite earlier, right? So this is opalized fluorite. So it's kind of like, I describe it to people like, you know how you get petrified wood and then after a while it goes to like crystal or stone. So this is opalized fluorite. This is a huge piece of Tiffany Stone. And I'm going to tell you, Tiffany Stone is difficult to find. It's fairly rare. It really is. So the mining process alone is difficult for them to even mine. So, they got this one. The reason why it's called Tiffany Stone is because it reminds people of the Tiffany and Company in New York and the glassware or the lamps that they made. So that's where they named this one out of. And you can see even on the back side, this is the polished front. This is the back. Even the back has purple to it. It's a beautiful stone. It really, really is. Now, this one is one of my display pieces. Okay. So this is 777 cents. So right there, but it's actually on sale. I think we knocked this one down to $69.99 and we have 15% off of that. So like I said, this is a rare one. We don't get Tiffany Stone in a whole lot. It's fairly rare. And when Eric and I find a nice piece like that, we're gonna scoop it up really, really quick. So again, you can see that nice purple, even on the back side. It's just a beautiful display piece. Like I said, I think the only place you can find these is in Utah. That's the only place where it's mined, and that it's called a beryllium mine. And so that does contain some beryllium, which is toxic. So we don't want our kids licking it. But at the same time, it's a really rare crystal, and it's difficult because of the way they extract it. It's hard to. Trying to see what else. My Tiffany stuff over here. Oh. Like I said, opalized fluorite. You're always going to see Tiffany Stone purple. The more purple and cream, the more expensive it is. So these are our tumbled pieces. And I only have display pieces and tumbled pieces. That's all I could ever find. I can't ever find anything kind of in the middle. So you can see the nice purple striations in that one. So the purple is the Tiffany Stone. The other one is just the inclusion of, I believe it's, yeah, matrixed in granite, I think. So, but you can see little stripes in this one. This is the tumbled, and the tumbled stone is $5.55. So this one really helps the endocrine system, to restart your endocrine system. So it's really good for people with hormone imbalances, people who have autoimmune issues, and anything to do with like vitamin B and D deficiencies. Really helps to kind of amp up and to be able to absorb those vitamins better and be able to use them easier. This is also, this sounds so, I don't know how else to say this, but it's highly sexual. So anybody who has, if they lost their damn mojo, you want some Tiffany Stone. Curtis is licking it. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. He's all like, no, I'm kidding. So it does help with getting your mojo back and having positive sexual experiences and being able to express yourself better in the bedroom. So this is kind of a little bedroom stone. So if you know your partner isn't that sexual, well, we're just going to put a piece of this between the box springs and the mattress and not tell them. Okay, so that's going to help with that one. This also helps to strengthen bones, ligaments. So anybody that might have issues with bone, like bone cancer, things like that, this helps to re-strengthen bones. Same with like osteoarthritis or osteoporosis. Really perfect stone for that one. The other thing it helps with is for people with allergies. with like allergic reactions or allergies in general. It helps you to become kind of desensitized to that just a little bit more. That's what's really good about that one. But this one is just like I said, it's my sex stone. That's what this one is. So yes. I don't think I did. La, 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 la. Okay, any questions with my opalized fluorite, also known as Tiffany Stone? Tiffany Stone. No, we're good. Good on that. Good on that. Okay, next one, orange calcite. I'm going to talk quickly about orange calcite. So orange calcite it's a bright orange stone. Calcites, the best ones are always in Mexico. So we have a particular dealer who they're Hispanic, and that's who we buy these from in particular. And it's just a really nice, calming stone. Now, anybody who has creative blocks, somebody who's naturally creative, but they just can't quite get their creativity going, that's this one. It is also associated with your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is the seat of creativity. So if you know anybody who has creative blocks or issues, this is a perfect stone for that one. This one is perfect for people with depressive issues. People with depression, their solar plexus and their sacral chakras are shot. So this one in particular will help to open up that chakra so they don't focus in on the issue of what's making them depressed. It kind of helps to pick their head up above a little bit and give them a little bit more self-confidence or self-worth. So this one is perfect for people with depressive issues. And suicidal thoughts, really, if we're there, this makes a perfect gift. So I do know a lot of people that'll come in for the orange calcite. And this is a heart. Again, hearts make awesome gifts. This one's $19.99 in particular. The other one I showed you was $8.88, $8.88. So it's a pretty cheap crystal. But this one's the heart one. So anybody who does suffer from depression, you just want to give them a little something, something. This is perfect for that person. And like I said, orange calcite comes in kind of different sizes. These are the smaller chunks. We have 3 different sizes, but these are the small chunks, $8.88. So they're just yummy looking. Just yummy. This is also a great crystal for people who hate change. So anybody who does not like change, this is the crystal for you because it really helps to loosen you up a little bit and get you going with the flow. So people that have arthritis issues, this is a good crystal for as well. And other people that have thin blood and they have issues with blood clotting, that's a great crystal for. And then it also helps with the calcium uptake in the bones. So anybody who has maybe some calcium deficiencies or anybody with calcium issues, again, this one is awesome. But any poet, artist, writer, musician should have a piece of the orange calcite because it really helps to kind of keep those creative ideas flowing. Cool? We're cool? Orange calcite. Will the Tiffany Stone help with brittle bone? Yes, absolutely. Anything with bones. Tiffany Stone is really good for, and the tendons that attach to the bones as well. So, but yes, absolutely, it does help. So, and you'll notice it helps, it aids. It's not going to cure, nothing cures. I always tell people, I'm not a doctor. Obviously, we're going to go to our doctor and our therapist and things like that. But these are just aids or things that can help you along the way to kind of ease that transition. That's what I like my crystals. Tiffany Stone, Rhodonite. Ooh. Next one, let's do our, let's do that one next. Oh, one of my faves. Okay, so this next crystal can only be found in Australia, and it can only be found in a certain spot because it was formed because of volcanic matter. So that's why this one that I'm going to show you is just magical. So magical. All right, this one is called Bumblebee Jasper. Now you can see why they call it Bumblebee Jasper. It looks like a bumblebee. All the different colors and shapes that it comes in, it's all Bumblebee Jasper. That's what this stuff is. So this one, opens up your solar plexus in particular, which is where your self-worth lies, how you feel about yourself, how you view about yourself. This one in particular is awesome for people who don't have gallbladders, because when you have guilt, it sits in your solar plexus. So especially my empaths, this is an excellent stone for empaths. So because it helps to open up that self-confidence and self-worth. It also is kind of an energy, it's an upper, so it's kind of an energy booster. So it really helps you to be able to quick, faster on your feet. So you're able to make decisions quicker, easier, and without having to go, let me think about it. It's like, yep. It just really kind of gets you going a little bit. Like I said, this one is an upper in particular. This Bumblebee Jasper, so this Bumblebee Jasper is $49.99. I only have one of these, and this one is available in store. So I just wanted to show the colors of this in particular. So this one is not online. You're not going to find this one online. Now you find the little ones online. These are $29.99 right here. So I do have the small ones. This one is just in store only because I only have one, and with everything not being quite synced up yet, I didn't want to sell that and have two people want it, and I only have one. So this one is in store only. And if you come in and say that you saw me on YouTube, we'll give you the 15% off, no problem. But these are $29.99. Now, what makes these a little bit more unique is because it has hematite. So the black that you see in it, this one doesn't have a lot of black. This one does. So the black that you see is hematite. It's also anhydrite, sulfur, and arsenic. So you'll notice many of these are polished. You're going to want them polished. You don't find bracelets like this because you don't want them on your wrist for long periods of time due to the arsenic and the sulfur that's in it. So if you have small kids under the age of 5, I'm going to tell you there's other crystals that will work better, because I don't want a kid to sit there and lick it because they could possibly get sick. And I would hate for anybody to get sick. So because it does, like I said, it has arsenic and sulfur in it. But this one is a particular stone for, like I said, people that have depressive issues too. This is another good one. This one also helps with the, how do I explain, like circulatory or heart issues. If we have issues with the heart pumping blood and getting circulatory issues within the body, this one helps in particular with that one. And you can see they are really kind of, they're so pretty. So they're just fabulous little stones. And this one's a little bit lighter in color. And then this one's a little bit, there's this one right here. These are tumbled ones. And the tumbled, I think, are, how much are they? $29.99. So the tumbled ones. And so these are $29.99 as well. So, but like I said, you're not going to find these in bracelets because, again, you don't want them pressed up against your skin too much. They're great for pockets. You can still stick them in your pocket. You can still stick them in your bra. It's totally fine. This one also helps with nerve issues or nervousness issues or things with nerves. So I'm trying to think like ALS really isn't that. MS isn't either. So, but anything with nerve disorders, this one really helps out a lot with. So, but it's such a unique looking crystal that it doesn't matter what type of bumblebee you get, there's always some sort of unique marking on it. Like I said, this one just looks like it just is almost like a sky, like it just tells a story. Each one of these do, really. So, and then, even on just two different sides, there's one side and there's the other side. So it's just really a unique, pretty stone. Again, really helps with self-worth, self-confidence, anything to do with yourself. And it helps to dispel that guilt for you. It helps you to look at things from all perspectives, but it really helps to get rid of guilt issues as well. Okay, I think that's good. Are we good? We got any questions?
Endocrine.
That helps with the endocrine system. It does yeah, this one does. It'll work not quite as well as some of the other ones, but this one works. It works fairly well. I think the rhodonite will help with the endocrine system a little bit better. So, but yeah, these are good questions, guys.
Coupon code again.
The coupon code again is Crystal Sale. It's all one word, Crystal Sale. That'll give you that 15% off and free shipping. Best crystal for pregnancy, Kunzite. Believe it or not, Kunzite is the best one for pregnancy. Kunzite's pretty good. Rose quartz is always good. So if you want to gift somebody something, a rose quartz bracelet or a heart's always awesome. Same with little pins. We've got pins with those as well. So, but yeah, best one for pregnancy, that's always good old rose quartz or Kunzite. Kunzite's harder to come by too. All right, my next one. Let's do this one next. This is just kind of cool looking. All right. Next one is Pyrite, also known as fool's gold. So believe it or not, it's pretty easy to come by. So Pyrite it's fairly readily, you can find it just about anywhere. It is named pyro. So pyro means fire. When you hit this against a hard surface, it actually sparks. And that's why they came up with the pyrite, because it actually does that. But it's a lot gold, real gold. This is fool's gold. Real gold is you can stick your finger and like take your fingernail and scrape it because it's very squishy. It's a squishy stone, whereas fool's gold is not squishy. So that's how you can tell the difference. Also, real gold is very heavy. This isn't that heavy. This is a lighter type of crystal. So versus real gold. So that is pyrite on a pin. And so this is $19.99. You can just tell. And it just from all angles is just really sparkly and pretty. Kids love pyrite. The kids, whenever kids come in here, they always gravitate to the pyrite and peacock ore. So those seem to be the two that they always gravitate towards. So if your kid likes pyrite, that's a good thing because it helps to balance them out. This one helps to, especially in the workplace, it helps to kind of bring people together as a team, and everybody gets to work as a team effort. It's not like it's not like one person's going to be the leader and everybody follows. This is great for a team effort and for also getting ideas put into place. It's also an extremely lucky stone. So a lot of people, if they want to bring more luck in, they always get fool's gold. This one, fool's gold, I always recommend if you're near a feedlot, especially here in Nebraska, we're around feedlots, construction site, factory, things like that. You want a good old chunk of pyrite in there because what it does is it gets rid of any environmental pollutants. So it's a really good detoxifier of your environment. It's kind of like sage in a way, only sage does things with residual energy and spiritual energy. This one does it more environmental. So like I said, feedlots, factories, anything like that. It really helps to kind of clear the environment of toxic materials. So pyrite is the number one thing I would recommend if you've got the cold or a flu or just a kind of a basic sickness. That's what pyrite. So this one is a worry stone, and you can see our worry stones. There's a little bit of a dip in that. So what you do is you just stick it in your pocket and quite literally rub it like that. So that's what a worry stone's for. This worry stone is $8.88. Again, we're using that coupon code Crystal Sale. But this one's that, and then this is a pillow, and this is $39.99. So there's a pyrite palm stone, and they're big. I mean, it's good sized. So palm stone is $39.99. It's pretty heavy. It's got little chunks of hematite in it too, so it is kind of a little heavier. But again, anybody that's got just minor illnesses, colds, flus, fungus infections, bacterial infections, helps to kind of clean you out a little bit. Because if it cleans your environment, it's going to help clean your body too. It also helps you to become, like if there's an emotional outburst, it really helps you to become calm and non-reactive to the situation. It really clears your mind and it doesn't get you emotionally involved. It really helps you. It's a stone of helping you to become like non-reactive. So there's those. I wanted to talk about those, and then I got to flip my page. So, because this is the magical one. Are you ready for this one? This one is fabulous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is $333. Now, it is $299 today on sale with 15% off. So it's $2.99 with a 15% off. Normally in store, it's $333.33 here. So here's what's really unique about this. Now, a good piece of pyrite is going to be square, and you're going to see that square shape or that rectangle shape. A good piece of pyrite has a nice square shape to it. But what is unique about this one is the quartz crystals that are inside of it, and they're pointed, they're terminated. So, and it's a clear piece too. So you don't always see these together, and that's what makes them so unique. It's just a really unique type crystal, and that's why we have this as a display piece, because it's just so cool. So what quartz does is it amplifies whatever it's on. So this one, if you do live next to a feedlot or a factory, this is going to amplify it out even more because of the quartz points to it. So again, this one is $299.99 with 15% off using the coupon code Crystal Sale. This is amazing. But I got another one here in store too, not as quite as the points aren't nearly as clear, but look how clear that point is. These are Lumerian seeds because they do have the horizontal lines to them. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, but like I said, just a beautiful crystal. It's got some weight to it. It's definitely hefty. This is just an old sticker I haven't taken off. So, but it's definitely got some weight to it, but oh my gosh, what a jewel to have in your house. I mean, it's just fabulous. So yep, absolutely amazing. So that's a nice display piece. Again, $2.99. That's a piece of pyrite with quartz inclusions on it. So it's like almost like they grew together. It's just fabulous the way it looks. Okay, so any questions with fool's gold? We got some questions with fool's gold. Let's check that out. Can I use pyrite if I'm allergic to wearing gold? No, you can still use pyrite because fool's gold and gold are two completely different minerals. So you should not have any problems with having any allergy reactions to that at all. So, because those are two completely different type of stones and different type of material as well. So, you know, I don't have this one. That one. So if you don't mind, yeah, I'm going to go look at some of these questions here because I want to make sure that I'm answering all these questions right. So, yep. What somebody was asking, Billy, that's a good question. You were asking what can get rid of a resident spirit. Sage. You want a sage. So, and how we sage is pretty simple. You just light the little stick on fire and then you blow it out, and then it's a smoke that you want. So you just go around and hit every corner in every room, try to open up windows, doors, all cabinets, all that. Open everything up. The first time you do it, it's going to smoke like a son of a bitch. So it's going to get real smoky in there. When you're done doing that, you're going to open up the doors and windows and air everything out. But all you're going to do is waft it around and say something like, God, angels, please fill this house with love and light. Anything not serving me or my family's highest good must leave now. And so it's pretty simple to do. I recommend that the owner of the house always do it because they always seem to have a little bit more pull. So that's what we want to do. So, okay. Next one I want to talk about is lapilladite. So we like the purple lapilladite. Now, lapilladite can go green up into, we've seen it green, pink-ish. We've seen different kind of colors, but usually it's purple and pink. Now, where lapilladite is found, it's usually the best place to find it is Zimbabwe. So here's a heart of lapilladite. You can kind of see it kind of sparkles just a little bit. It's a beautiful purple stone. So here's my worry stone and that one here. So this one is like a legit classic calming stone. It really helps to calm you down. This one in particular has how am I going to explain this one? It has lithium in it. Gosh, I couldn't remember what it was called. So lepidolite contains something called lithium. Now, lithium is a main ingredient with people that have mental health issues, such as bipolarity, schizophrenia, things like that. So people that are attracted to lepidolite, it helps you to mentally balance out. So if you know somebody, and especially with this Mercury retrograde, this retrograde has been spicy. So if you know anybody that has mental health issues, lepidolite is the #1 thing you want to give them. So lepidolite hearts in particular are awesome. This heart's $19.99. Most of our hearts are $19.99. That's this one. This one specifically helps with epilepsy and Alzheimer's as well. Again, any mental health brain balance thing that we need to do, anxiety, anything along these lines, that's great. This also opens up the psychic centers for clairvoyance and clairaudience. So it really helps to open you up to be able to communicate with your spirit guides, not only see them, but hear them as well. Now, remember, if your spirit guides show up, they're not going to show up just like, hey, what's up? They're not going to do that and freak you the hell out. So they're actually pretty calm. And they're rather confusing because you think you're talking to yourself and you're not. But like I said, this one really helps out, especially after grief as well. This is a good grief relief one. So like, your dad was going to be crossing over and he finally crossed over. So it's not like the emergency stone that we talked about with rhodonite, whereas this one's more just to help you with a little bit of that grief relief. And again, really helps with emotional instability. That's a big one because of the lithium that it contains. So I got the hearts, like I said, $19.99. I got the worry stone. That's this one right here for $14.44. And then I also have the tumbled for $7.77. There's my tumbled. All right. So like I said, awesome for people with emotional instability. So, and this is one that you can wear. I know that we have the pink, it's pink, but it's a bracelet of lepidolite. So, but lepidolite is the good one for the people that need the emotional stability and the balance with the brain. Especially, people that are going through menopause, active menopause. It really helps to kind of, again, keeps the hormonal balance in check so you're not overly emotional. So people that do have PMS, severe PMS swings, lepidolite is a great crystal for you as well. So that's another one. Another one. All right. We good? We got a question here. Okay. How should we display them in the home? Just setting them out in a tray or in a bowl? Tiffany, you can do that just about any way. Lepidolite needs to be close to the body. So lepidolite earrings and bracelets and necklaces are preferred because, again, you want that close to the body as you possibly can. Whereas other things like pyrite, it doesn't need to be close to the body. You want it within the environment. So it depends on what you want the crystal to do for you. So, but like I said, 9 times out of 10, we want it kind of close to our body. Otherwise, like I said, if we're giving it as a gift, it's something else. If we're meditating with it, it's something else. If we're doing a crystal grid, we're going to use it for something else. So a lot of these are multi-purpose. So the ones that I'm telling you, like the black tourmaline and the selenite, those are ones you should just have in your arsenal because they're multi-faceted. We can use them for so many different other things. So, okay. We got any more questions? Let's just double check the questions over here. Get a drink. If we're gifting a bracelet, do we need to cleanse and charge them before we gift them? You don't have to. It's not necessary, but it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, especially if they don't know what to do with them. So I usually, honestly, if I'm gifting somebody something, and I usually like to gift angels, I like to do that. Usually I'm going to hold it in my hand and just say, and kind of weirdly ask the crystal to do whatever I want for the person to help them with something in particular. So you do not have to do that. Like I said, most crystals you don't have to. It's weird to sit there and say that you need to program crystals when they just are. They do their thing. They vibrate at a certain hertz. That's what they're supposed to do. So, but you can set a certain intent on crystals, especially clear quartz. Clear quartz is very programmable. So you'll hear that word a lot, and that's just something that you can hold on to and program to do a specific thing for you. Okay, I think we're down to our last one. We're good. We're still good. Yay! Still good. Okay, my last one. This one is called Amazonite. Now, this is a beautiful stone. Real pretty stone. So here's a piece of my Amazonite right here. I'm going to show you one piece. So this is a really pretty one. So here's this one right here. That is Amazonite. This is named after the Amazon River in Brazil. This crystal has been around a long time, like Egyptian long time. This one was, so the Egyptian tablet Book of the Dead, the Book of the Dead is scribed on a big piece of Amazonite. This is this crystal is known as the stone of courage and the stone of truth. It helps you to be able to not only speak your truth, but to live in your truth. So we all know people that are kind of hypocrites, and they'll sit there and give advice, but not take their own damn advice. This one helps to kind of hold their feet to the fire and begin to take their own advice. So it also helps with integrity, to be able to hold your integrity intact. Meaning that if you say that you're going to be there at 7 and you show up at 7:30, you're not holding your integrity. So, you know, you don't think about things like that. So this one is a heart. This one in particular is $49.99, but the color on it is amazing. That's why I'm like, this just doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. There's some clear quartz also in here. The black, I think might be black tourmaline, might be onyx. I'm not too sure. So this one is awesome for kids. And the reason why it's really good for kids is it encourages them to keep their damn room clean. So damn Skippy, I got some of these in my kids' room. They just don't know it. So, so it really helps with, keeping their tidiness and for them to do their damn chores. So, this one's really good for, muscle spasms. So if you know anybody who has those muscle spasms, you can take a tumbled piece, a heart, a palm stone, and quite literally place it on there. And again, if you're going to be a little active with muscle spasms, then take the ace bandage and put the ace bandage around the arm to hold it in place. So, So like I said, this is the one you want for your teenager to keep the room clean so you can actually get your spoons back, you know, dishes, things like that. This one is really good for like after an injury for cell regeneration. So especially like illnesses, trauma, things like that. But so it helps your cells to rebuild quicker. This one is associated with your heart chakra. So it's not so much for like your love life per se, but it is more to, again, keep your integrity in check. And it also is a great one for empaths. So instead of your heart chakras being blasted out to space, it actually keeps it in check here a little bit more. So you're not over empathizing with other people's emotions. So what an empath does is they feel everyone's emotions all the time, and they don't know if it's their emotion or somebody else's. So Amazonite really helps to kind of shield them a little bit and buffer out some of that energy. So I do have 2 different types of Amazonite bracelets. This one's the mixed Amazonite, so it has the different colors in it. And this one is the plain Amazonite bracelet. So these are great for my empaths. So most of my empaths are teacher, counselor, nurses, okay? So you want to know what to get a teacher for Christmas, right here you go. So it's an Amazonite bracelet. Like I said, this one's the mixed one. This one's not. They're both 8 millimeter, $8.88. Again, using that coupon code Crystal Sale, you save 15% and free shipping. So here's, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to lift this one. Okay, so this is one of my displays. And if I do my displays, I make sure to get them on sale. See, so, oh gosh, this one normally is $333.33. We have this one for $279.99 and 15% off. This is the big mama. So if you got lots of kids, you need calm in the home. If you're an empath and you have you don't want to over empathize with people in the house, this is one where we want to put in the living room, in a kitchen, somewhere in a large area. This thing is huge, and it's about 6.5, 7 inches tall. The weight, I don't know, it's heavy. So it's one big solid chunk. Okay, it's got a nice flat bottom to it. We call this a free-form Amazonite. I can't hold this much. It's heavy. So that's a free-form Amazonite. And like I said, that one is $279.99. I do have smaller ones here. This one is $199.99. I have 4 of these. These are in store only. I don't have these on the website. So I do have 4 of these, the smaller, minier versions, which are good for bedrooms, teens rooms, things like that. And then lastly, if you want to give a gift for somebody who is a huge empath, or again, within a home, I've got a special treat as a gift. This is normally $444, and today we have it on sale for $399.99, and it's 15% off. This is an angel, and here's what's so cool about this Amazonite angel. If you look at it right here and on the wings, the way they cut it and the way the veining is, it sparkles. So I'm going to try to do it at the light the best way that I can, but you can kind of see on the wings here how it just kind of sparkles a little bit. It's hard to see, but I can kind of wiggle it like that, and it just glitters. So this one was such a unique piece. When I saw it in Tucson, I just had to pick it up. I couldn't let it go. And so, like I said, this one is on sale today only for $399.99. And we get 15% off of this as well. On the sale price, you get 15% off. It's free shipping. This is a beautiful gift for somebody. Like I said, that beautiful color to it. Oh, and it's all carved out of one solid piece. One solid piece. I had bigger angels. This is the last large angel I have until I go back to Tucson, which won't be until the end of January. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift, I only have one of these left, and it's extremely unique. I won't be able to get anything else like that in until after Christmas. So yeah. So I'm hoping by God, I think we got through everything, Curtis. Woohoo! I think we did. So does anybody have any last second questions that I can maybe help you out with or anything like that? Again, using that crystal code, we want to use crystal sale, get the 15% off and free shipping no matter how heavy it is. And we'll make sure to package it really, really well for you. And again, this is only extended until about midnight today. So like I said, after today, the sale is off and you won't be able to get it on sale again unless we have a special for the Small Business Saturday, which we're still trying to figure out exactly what we're going to have on special for the Small Business Saturday. So, all right, guys, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be doing another one of these a little bit later here before Christmas. I want to try to do 2 more, maybe more on crystals and then some of the more products, things that people don't understand, like how to use some of the products. So keep following me on Facebook. Like I said, make sure that you're subscribing to YouTube so that way you can always get my latest things that I'm posting. I'll be doing a lot more videos here lately. So I want to thank everybody for attending. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend. So thanks, everybody. Take care, and we will see you soon. So, all right.